going to talk about marriage. What is marriage? What it means to us. What does marriage make you happy? And a bunch of other things that we'll touch on. Right, Matt?
Yeah, because marriage means so many different things to different people. Some people are in marriage because they actually felt head over heels in love with their spouse. Some people are married because it's just convenient. Some people are married because of their children. They're trying to stay together just because of their children. And there's all different sorts.
And what I call that a situationship.
I like
the situation.
That.
You're just existing in the same household. You're not communicating. You don't have anything other than the business arrangement. We've seen it all.
You're basically roommates.
Roommates, right?
Roommates.
Right. So we're gonna touch on that. With marriage, we talked about this recently. Marriage means to me, it means companionship. It means commitment. It means a forever friend until you're, whenever that forever is. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we took our vows, I really meant to death do us part. The Bible says it's better not to make a vow than to break one. And so I'm a literal person, so I really took our vows seriously. And a lot of people go into marriage as like boyfriend and girlfriend, like when if it's not working out for us, we can just go our separate ways and be okay with that. But not realizing that it's a whole lot of things that comes along with that. Soul ties and these emotions that you wonder why you don't have control over your emotions, because you got a whole lot of things going on. And a lot of people don't take it seriously. Marriage is just, we're gonna do this until we don't do it anymore. Right. That's not how you're supposed to go in. You're not supposed to go in to fail.
Right. You go in there with the idea of treating the marriage just like a video or something that you rented. You start it, and then if you don't like it, you just take it back, cancel it, and go get another one. That's not what marriage is supposed to be about. You're supposed to stick through things, and with the right tools and the right guidance, you can get through most things that happen in marriage, because no marriage is going to be perfect. No marriage is going to be wonderful all the time. It's going to have its ups and downs, but it's not about how many ups and downs you have. It's how you get through them.
Right. That's one of the reasons why we named it Triumphant Life Marriage Ministry, because we believe that you can be victorious if you choose it. If you speak life into your marriage, you can get through it. I just believe on just staying focused on your goals. Like, communication is a strong one. You will hear us talk about that a lot. What are our expectations in this marriage? What are our goals? Can we meet on common ground and discuss these things? That's marriage. It is not just the beautiful, beautiful party thrown after the vows. That's not marriage. It's the day after the wedding.
Right. Because when you get married, you may love that person. You may be the person that you fell in love with, and you marry, but you really don't truly know your spouse until you actually living together.
Yes, baby.
Right. Because everybody have their own little quirks. Everybody have their different ways that they set in and stuff like that, and that's how you learn each other. You learn to love each other, and you communicate. That's how you get things across, and you make each other understand how one feels, and that's how you find out how your spouse feels about Jesus.
You can never over communicate. No. That's a lie. The Bible says, in all that getting and understanding. And because I am that literal person, I'm going to have to get understanding. I'm going to ask the questions, even the hard ones. That's marriage. Does marriage make you happy?
It makes me happy. What makes me even more happy is when you have the right tools and you know how to get through things that'll keep your marriage happy, because no marriage will stay happy all the time. Let's just be real,
And we have this thing when we talk about its respective her perspective, the way he sees things, the way I see things. And I look at the word happy in a literal sense. Happiness is a state of mind. Happiness I can be happy one moment and be sad the next. Happiness is temporary. Okay? So what I focus on is the joy in our marriage more so than happiness, because it's been times where my husband will call from work and I'm happy, and then he get home and I'm not happy, and he wants to know where's my wife.
Dude, what you tied up there?
Keeping it real, and so I marriage gives me joy. The difference.
It is the difference.
Yeah. It's the difference. So happiness, yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that we have this relationship, but it gives me joy on working on it to make it even better. It gives me joy. So, marriage gives me joy more so than happiness. It's a joy to see you every day. It makes me happy to know that you're coming back home. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that happiness is a state of mind. You can tell yourself that if I'm married, because marriage, everybody's not ready to get married. You would think that in some cases, you feel like you're ready for marriage, and real talk, you just want the happiness of marriage. We shouldn't use marriage as a check off on what's really going on with us, with our emotions and all of that. I'm emotional and I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to marry this person because what my family is thinking. I'm supposed to be with this person because we have children with one another. I'm supposed to, what I'm saying? Like, we can't use marriage as a tool to make us happy. I don't know. When you think about marriage is so much deeper than what the world thinks. When you get the beautiful ring, marriage is not your ring. It's more than that.
I agree.
When to seek out help when you're in a marriage in this bumpy situation. There's some stumbles in the road. When to know to seek out help.
It's okay to seek out a little advice or some help or a facilitator or something like that that's going to help mediate. Because I'll always give this analogy. When you have two boxes in the ring that's going 12 rounds, what's going to happen if you get those two boxes and they're going 12 rounds without a referee? It's going to be haywire. It's going to be no holds barred, no rules. So, it's good to have facilitating. It's good to have some type of referee, someone to help give you tools and everything to be successful, because everybody needs them.
Right. That was a good man analogy.
Man.
Because because I don't know anything about boxing, like nothing. But I like to call it preventative care. Why wait till you in the ring, in the corner, bleeding out? Because I'm seeing some boxing that has got real serious for you to tap out. Before it gets to that point, before it gets to needing CPR, resuscitation, lifeless. Preventative care. We take our car in to get the engine checked for oil change and etc. We take our children to their yearly visits because we love them, right? We care about them and we want them to grow and thrive. We seek out, all different other avenues for everything but our marriages, right. Our relationship.
We gotta make our marriages a priority.
Right.
Checkups and keep everything tight, keep everything right, keep everything strong. Just like you said, it's just like a car. You have to stay up on it, or it's gonna fall apart on you.
Right. And We do marriage ministry monthly for the community, and on our last marriage ministry class, we call them master classes. We talked about marriage ministry is preventative care, not urgent care. You can't wait. If it's nothing so broken that God cannot fix. But why wait till then? Why wait till it's just in shambles and pieces, or what they say dead? So just use wisdom. Get the help. Don't be prideful. You don't have to. Pride comes before destruction. You don't have to be prideful. It's okay to get some sound advice. Somebody that's not going to be biased, that's not going to judge you or your spouse. And I just think that it's wisdom to get the help. Humility. Humble yourself. Babe, I think we should go see somebody. I think we need some help.
Yeah, especially if you feel that your marriage is worth the fight. I mean, if you love your wife, wives, if you love your husband, and you know that this is worth it, and this is what God wants, is for you to be together, and it's not for divorce, which the world throws around like it's so simple and easy to do.
It's hard.
Right, it's
divorce it.
Right, it's the answer. You know, it's the answer. If you get into it about anything, a disagreement about anything, forget it. I can't deal with this. I'm out the door. That's not how things should go.
Right. You exhibit strength when you stay and get the help that you need.
Right.
Pride is an ugly thing. It's ugly, and when it shows its head in your marriage, it's something that's hard, very, very hard to get past. You can't get past pride. It's going to stop you. It's like a wall, a brick wall that you can't even see past because it's so ugly and so strong. Let it go. Tear that wall down. Wives, I know, woman to woman, I understand. But this one, he did this, or I'm feeling this way, or whatever. We suffer with pride too. You know, it's not pride is not just a man thing. It's a human thing. You know, it's a flesh thing. So there's ways to just do a timeout. You know, sometimes I have a timeout. Okay, gather my thoughts and come in spirit of humility. You get a lot more done when you're humble with yourself.
I agree. Yeah.
Being patient with the process. You did not get there overnight. You know, and everything from lifestyle changes, dieting, school, to further your education, there's going to be a process. The process is not going to always be peaches and cream. You know, we would like it to be that way, but what are we learning when everything is always? Life is like this. You know, you have your ups and downs, as my husband stated before, and we have to trust the process and be patient with it.
Right. When you have a wound, that wound is damaged, and sometimes you have to clean that wound out, and it's gonna be painful. It's not gonna be comfortable. Yeah. You have to clean it out, and then once you clean it out and you get all that infection and stuff out, you have to put down the ointment, and it has to heal. And you have to let it heal. But while it's healing, guess what? You still have to be careful with it. You have to be intentional in keeping it out of harm's way. And that's the same thing as taking care of your marriage.
Right. My husband and I, we are in the process of doing this lifestyle change for the 1 minute at a time. We're going to just keep going because we will be victorious. Okay? We are. And so during the process of me working out, I had an injury, and the injury got infected. Okay, and so I didn't know that it was infected until I took a look at it. Like I felt like something was going on. I felt, you know, it wasn't quite feeling right, but it wasn't until I literally looked at it and examined it to see how bad it was. And it had began to get infected. And so it kind of scared me because I'm like, oh my God, like, where does this come from? This marriage, right? We're talking about marriage. And so once I began to come to grips with it being infected, going to get the tools that I need to clean up this infection. Now, I'm not a nurse by trade, But people around me that are nurses, and I researched it, and I wanted to know how to care for this wound properly so it could heal. This is what the enemy does. He takes your mind further than what he would take you there if you let him. And so I had to come to grips with this wound. I'm going to address it. I'm going to clean. I'm going to apply the stuff that it needs to get better. And it began to get better.
Now, what would have happened if you left it alone?
It would have got worse.
Got worse.
So it started to heal, right? So I said, okay, well, I should be all right. I don't need to keep addressing the wound. I don't need to, it's better, it's healing. Right in the process of it healing, it began to get infected again.
It made a turn.
It made a turn for the worse, okay? I was so upset. I really began to get afraid. So I had to endure all of that because I stopped doing what I needed to do for the wound. And I said, Lord, I don't want, because it was on my leg, my ankle. I don't want my foot to fall off. I don't want it to die. I want it to get better, So I began to do it all over again, what I learned through the process, and finish it until it was a complete healing. I had to finish the process for my healing. And that's what we have to do in marriage. When we see that the wound may even be healing, do we stop taking care of it? No. Do we stop nurturing our relationship? No. Do we stop even research on how to even improve on what we think we know what to do? No. That's marriage.
That's marriage.
That's marriage. It's forever process. We're forever learning. We're forever growing. Embracing victory. A lot of the times the enemy will have you think. You think you won. You think that you all going to be together. You think that it's over. Well, we know the enemy is forever. He is forever fighting. He is forever lying. He is forever doing what he do because he's good at it.
Right.
But it's okay to embrace the victory. Celebrate that we are going to make this work. Being a united front.
Right. It's a big thing when you get that victory. Even the victory overall over your whole marriage is built up of small victories. Yeah. When you get these small victories, you celebrate these small victories. You guys go out together and you celebrate it, acknowledge it. Yeah. Acknowledge that you guys conquered this one molehill and look forward to conquering the next. Mm-hmm. Because it's each victory after each victory that builds up a successful marriage overall.
Right. And get it embedded in your heart that we are victorious. We are triumphant.
That's right.
We always win, especially when we do it together.
That's right.
All right.
I agree.
Okay, babe.
So that was good.
That was good. That was keeping it real with the Collins.
I was keeping it real. Can't get no more real than that.
I don't know no other way to be. My friends always talk about how passionate I am and my hand gestures. I try to keep it down, but I don't know how much I can, hold back. So just bear with me, YouTube family.
But we're glad to be here once again, though. Look forward to more videos coming out. Videos about specific subjects. Let us know. We'll have some content coming out each week.
Yeah.
You guys can let us know in the comments and everything, things that you want to hear about, different subjects. So we're just glad to be here for you guys.
We are here. I say each one, reach one, teach one.
Mm-hmm. So, signing off from Triumphant Life. We'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
Like and subscribe.
Make sure you hit that little bell so you can get notifications when we put out new videos. So you don't want to miss it.
Yes. Why would you want to miss it?
Why would you want to miss it?
Come on back with us. Have fun with us. Grow with us. Because we are Triumphant Life Marriage Ministry.
Yeah. See you guys next time.
Bye.